What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at the Sciglio as the final storyline option. Let's get straight into it then. He is Italian 88 right back for Lyon, and honestly this for me has got to be the choice. If we do have a look at Ligue 1's right backs, just so I can quickly refresh my memory, you've got Florenzi as the one to watch or in form 84. You've got Golovin, the foot freeze as another option. You've then got the road to the final, Ital, as the final one. The rest are not necessarily the options that I would go for. In terms of the chemistry that you would use for De Sciglio would be a anchor. So that would give him 97 pace, 94 defending, 91 physicals, turn him into a 92 rated right back. This for me is probably one of the most viable options out of level 30, and I feel like it's everybody's choice. He's got the early crosser as the trait, and honestly he's going to be a very useful right wing back. I feel like he's going to be a player that could either play at the 5 at the back, or he could be a very nice overlapping player. And in terms of stats, they look him pretty nice. Obviously no shooting, which right backs we don't expect to anyway. Great pace already, acceleration 90, 93 sprint speed on the base. We've got 93 crossing, 90 curve, 90 short and 83 long pass. Fantastic for a right back. Dribbling wise, it's looking all very peachy and good. 88 agility, 87 balance, you love to see it. 82 composure. It's lower, but I can kind of deal with that. 84 on the dribbling, 85 on the ball control, and 82 reactions is decent enough. In terms of the physicality, and this is where the anchor comes in, we will get 90 strength off a plus 10 bonus, 87 aggression, 90 stamina, as well as the jumping. So you will get the 99 jumping and the 92 aggression from an anchor. And then in terms of the most important stat, and that is his defending, 91 interceptions, 82 heading, 94 defensive awareness, and 98 on the standing and slide if you was to whack the anchor. Obviously you could go all out and just absolutely blow your brains on a shadow, gets him up to a 93 because you'll end up with 99 pace as well as 95 defending, but I feel like getting that extra physical bonus will mean the absolute world of good to you, so I would highly recommend going with that anchor. So let's jump straight in, see what De Sciglio can do. De Sciglio on the ball. He's had a lovely plus 10 upgrade as well. That's always nice to see. Where is that run down that wing? We need someone to actually go for it. We've got a Kenny Lala foot freeze. Not really used him for quite some time as well, to be fair. It's nice kind of using different players. We've got a cheeky Michael Owen who's going to miss the goal. But it's a nice team that we're playing with, to be honest. Looking for that overlap. Straight away. It's going to go back to him. Into Lala. Back in, nearly back to De Sciglio. We're going to have to go back to Owen, and it is 1-0. De Sciglio again. Sees it down a wing. Want to see this overlapping play from him. Straight away, he's gone for it. You love to see it. Lala's not going to perform. I really didn't like Lala as a right mid, but he links quite nicely. And you don't really find too much, unless you got like a Di Maria, which unfortunately this guy doesn't have. You're kind of spoilt for options, really. Also, if you're down below, if you want to whack in a comment, who do you reckon will get as the next set of storyline players? Do you reckon we'll ever see any 90s in storyline players rather than like the last season completely? I don't even know how many seasons we're meant to be having, because obviously we've got this one finishing within like the next, I think it's like 11 days or so. That's a cracking ball. It's got to be onside still. Whip that ball in. Oh, it's a lovely back post. The problem I have with crossing is I don't know, when I get so far, it always seems to go to the keeper, and I feel like I'm missing something completely that you need to do or something, because every single time I cross, no matter who it is, we've done it with icons, we've done it with golds, with specials, every single time it goes to the keeper, and I'm unsure, am I pressing, so like, I'm just going for a generic cross. Oh, it's a lovely bit of dribbling. Sees Rashford down the wing, you love to see it. De Sciglio. He's going to watch Rashford like a hawk. He's doing really well in terms of not letting anybody past him so far. See Lala. So can we get an overlap here without really asking him to? And the best thing is I have a stay back whilst attack on as well, which is hilarious that literally he still kind of moves forward even though. We're going to watch Rashford. He doesn't want to go past him, which is always, it's kind of a nice thing and a bad thing, because I want to see the tackle inside of him. But obviously if he's not willing to attack, then obviously how are we meant to tackle? Lovely. Oh, and again. See, just a little bit of dribbling from him. Nothing too fancy, but I mean, he's not losing the ball, which is always brilliant. See Sciglio making that run. Gonna pass it back in. One more to Nedved. And again. To Owen. Turn it. Oh no, he's tried to move out of the way. Sciglio gets the pass. I've left it too long for him to get back. Back to him. Where's Millet going? 45th minute. Gets the ball into Owen. Nothing too fancy from him, but we get to get inside, and we absolutely nail Jones. Out to Sciglio. Disperses the ball quite nicely. I just like his kind of play on the ball. It's really, really nice. We find Lala with a very, very botched pass. Try again. Should be onside. It's a lovely, lovely pass. Find that ball in. It's gone a bit wide, if I'm being honest, that one. Sciglio with a cross. It's a big ball in. Oh, Cannavaro with a big boy header. You love to see it. Sciglio watching Sterling on the wing. Watching that cut in. Beautiful. Lovely tackle. Doesn't manage to win the ball, but it stops Sterling at the very least. We got him here again. The problem with Sterling, how did he manage to get that pass through? The trailing leg doesn't quite get it. But Sterling, the problem with going against players like that is if they are very good at the left stick dribble, you know that they're going to be able to kind of juke and weave around you quite easily, regardless of who you've got, unless you are fantastic at guessing where they're going. Sciglio watching Sterling like a hawk there. Still watching him. He's managed to get in behind him. Okay, okay. I can see what Sterling's trying to do. He knows the weakness of him trying to just follow that outside, because that's a rubbish pass. Nobody goes with that outside anymore. Like, everybody normally cuts in, so kind of finding that opponent that does go on the outside, and you'll be able to get it a few times, but after that, you'll just know every time where he's going. Oh, it's a lovely ball from Sciglio. Gets that cheeky little back heel. We're going to find Owen. One touch, and I don't know what happened there. Punched it. So if we do go into the overall for Sciglio, then honestly not a bad card whatsoever, and I still stand by my choice personally with getting this Italian lad. If we just go straight into the league, and in terms of right backs, he by far is the better one. Obviously Florenzi does have the chance to be better. I think Nice are out of the Europa, so they don't get any upgrades, but Florenzi has the only opportunity to be better in terms of what can be upgraded. But Sciglio's already at 88, and if Florenzi hasn't got an 85, 86, or 87 by this point in the game, especially from being day one, I just don't see it, unfortunately. Obviously, he is Lyon, so you have got a few nice Lyon players, I believe. Depay, you've got Marcelo, who has been upgraded into his what if. Depay's got loads of versions. You've got the Bruno lad that was an SBC as a CM or CDM. Personally, I did his CDM, actually, so I've got that card, which is nice. And then you've got Aouye, who's a striker. I've got his loan card, but not got his actual. Then you've got Toko Akambe, Denea, who I actually did do. He was an SBC very, very early on, and that is pretty much it. You've got a lot of good players there for Lyon, making quite a nice special team, including Lopez into that as well. So honestly, you could really make a nice team out of that. In terms of the Italian league, then, what have you got right backs? Obviously, for my main account, we've got Zambrotta, who would take over the charge. But if you didn't have an icon, again, he is the top one there in terms of just normal players. So it's a very interesting choice. I feel like, for me, you could argue all of them. But for me as well, I just think that you look at the stats of that, it's a cracking right back if you are in need of a right back. And I feel like you could even potentially put him in the first team as well, if you don't already have someone who's next level. Obviously, by now, I can imagine you've got quite a lot of nice right backs in terms of icons, golds. You've obviously got Trent as team of the year. You've got Navas as an honourable mention. Des future star. You've got Cancelo's nice. Tavernier, a lot of people did him. You've got Kaliba, who's a lot of people again did him. Kevin Mbabu, actually, he got upgraded, in fact, as well, which is pretty sick. Pereira, as you can see, the list goes on. So it all matters about what you can link. If you've got icons to link him or Italians to link him, there's plenty of options that you can choose there. And I just think overall he's just a very nice player. Solid on the tackle, great on the cross. Pace down a wing is beautiful, and overall just a wonderful card to use. Personally, for me, he is going to be, when I personally get him, he's going to be in the kind of just the club to start with, in the Ligue 1 squad, obviously, but That's really all he's going to be used for at the moment. I'm hoping we do get 90 pluses on the next storyline set, so we'll be looking at them as well. If they are worth doing, we will have a look at them as well, because we have managed to get the 3 done today. So I'm very, very happy that we've managed to actually get a variety of players that I normally can only do 1 of. So thank you all for the lads for letting me use their accounts. Make sure you like and subscribe on this one. I'm personally going to give the Sciglio a 9.2. Let me know down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.